At these brothers. Man, I was getting ready to step out and grab me a bite of breakfast, man, and something just told me to share some with my brothers real quick, man. Brother, I want y'all brothers to learn to be grateful for the tower moments in your life. And when I say tower moments, I'm not just talking about when bad things happen. I'm talking about when events take place that completely collapse and redirect your life in a completely different direction. I need y'all brothers to learn to be grateful for those moments, man, because there's a lot of nuggets of knowledge. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of data in those moments, bro. I've shared a lot of things, man, with y'all brothers over the last number of days. Some very, very personal things, right? And the reason I'm able to share those things with y'all brothers, man, is because those events forced me to jump on a completely different timeline. It forced me to jump on a completely different direction. So now when I look at that situation, even though it wasn't that far away, it seems like it was a long time ago because I'm so disconnected from it, right? Another reason I share it with y'all brothers, man, is because of something I always say. I said, man, on social media, everybody's world is golden. Like everybody has the bag right. Everybody's relationship is on 10. Everybody. So I'm like, if I can share the wins with my brothers, if I can share when I get a bigger bag with my brothers, if I can share when I start a relationship and show you the highlights, then damn it, I need to show you if it falls out. I need to show you that too, man. I think us brothers need to see each other's going through events like that and other events, losing jobs or whatever, just so other men can look at it and not only observe their own situation, like, let me look at Soul's situation and observe my own situation. Let me look at, let me look at the person I'm with. But not only that, man, if life does happen to you, then you can look and say, you know what? Well, man, I saw a brother go through that and came right out of it. Came right out of it, man, and cut that light right back on. That's how us brothers have to move, man. So to show brothers, man, that, hey, man, you can go through something and come out of it, man, and life will keep on trucking, right? But I'm going to tell you what I really learned from this situation, bro. Going through that situation with my relationship, of course, there came a moment, of course, initially it's all about, damn, what the hell, and pissed off and anger and all this stuff. But after that started to just simmer, still pissed off, it started to simmer. One thing I wanted to find out was, how did I create this? Like, why is this happening? Because I'm a firm believer, man, that every single thing in my world is because of me. Like there's not a single thing in my life that I put off on anybody else. I don't want to say, oh, well, somebody, I always say, bro, I created this because I know who I am. I know what I do, right? So I sit back and looked at that situation, man, and said, what inside of me was this for? Like, what side of me created this? And man, as I looked at the situation closer, man, and observed my part in it, I observed some tendencies inside of myself, man, that needed to be corrected. Like I understood that I was a person that lived life with no barriers in certain areas. And I heard people talk about this all the time. Have barriers. Like I was a person that would give and want nothing in return. Like it was just how I was made. And to be honest, I was always calling that a good thing. Bro, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. To just give and never want nothing in return. Because if I would have had that thing in place, I would have saw certain things day one. I would have saw certain things early in the game, right? So I saw that in a number of other things, which I might talk about in later videos. But this is what took place, brother. I looked at all these elements that were deficient in my life, right? Not justifying what was done by no means, right? But I looked at all these things that were present in my being and how it could have formulated this scenario to take place. And I was like, damn. And it really impacted me, right? But this is what happened. Once I turned away from that situation and looked at the world, I saw where those same deficiencies had affected my whole world, bro. Every single element in my life was affected. So in other words, this small portion of the events that took place in my relationship, brother, I hate to say this because I don't want it to sound like, but it was actually a blessing, bro. And when I say a blessing, man, I'm like, bro, like I can look at this situation and be pissed off and feel some kind of way. But if this wouldn't have happened, my entire world would have kept on doing a certain thing. So then I look back at that situation, man. And like I said a few videos ago, or like I say all the time, I detached myself from the event. I detached myself from all the people that played a part. And man, I just saw them as actors in a play. As actors in a play. It was almost like when I saw my world doing it, I was like, oh shit, my world is affected by this. Would have never known it. And I look back at the scenario, it was like all the people that played a part were just like bowing on a stage. You know what I'm saying? Just bowing on a stage. And it just put me in a state of gratitude, man. Like the pain just did what it did in a state of gratitude and understanding. Because I'm gonna lie, bro, it opened up it, and some of y'all have been saying it on the videos. Like, man, your videos are different. Or people call me up and say, bro, you tapping into something different. But it's because I had things set up internally that wouldn't allow me to go deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day when I talked about going through that ring of fire, brother, I had to go through that ring of fire again. And we'll probably have to go through that ring of fire a number of times in life, like we all should have to, man. It's all a refining process. And I know some people ask me about, oh man, will you, I told you all women are like that, man, and get back on the red pill. It's like, bro, come on now. Like that would be me backing up. Like, me sharing that information is not to put a man in a state of hating women. It ain't to put a man in a state of going red pill. If anything, it's to put a man in a state of understanding self better. Understanding self better, man. And it's not even about being angry at people, man, because at the same time, as I can look at Evelyn and how she played a part in this scene of life, I hope, and I know for a fact, I played a portion in her movie. Like I hope that she can look at me and say, you know what? Let me look at Soul. Like, let me look at the decisions I made. Right? I'm hoping she's saying this. Let me look at the decisions I've made. Let me look at the decisions I've made in the past, my current situation, and my whole life, and see how this experience was showing me something. So when I say take gratitude in tower moments, man, just like when the Bible says all things work for good, brothers, all things work for good. Not saying all things are peaches and cherries. Like, a lot of times that good is going to come with enduring pain. But when it's all said and done, when the smoke clears, man, you're going to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy to even say something like, bro, the fact that event took place, the fact that I found out my woman was creeping and made me a better man. But bro, like, and I hate to say I'm glad that happened, but man, I'm glad something happened. I'm glad something happened to wake me up to my ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, I've been alive for 48 years on this life, man. And for 48 years, I've been moving in a certain energy. Not saying it was bad, but that was limiting. And even though life is good, man, I'm grateful for the blessings I have. I'm grateful for everything in my life. Bro, it's like I understand now. I haven't even scratched the surface. Matter of fact, I haven't even showed up to the rock yet to scratch the surface based on the way I thought, the way I moved, the way I loved, the way I expected nothing in return, just the way I did a whole lot of things, man. You know, so all I'm saying is, brothers, be grateful for these tower moments in your life, man. Be grateful for them, man. As that tower is falling in your life, brother, it's gonna burn. But just understand, man, when the building collapses and the smoke clears, there's gonna be knowledge there for you. There's gonna be information there for you. There's gonna be data there for you, man, to open you up to a whole new world. Whether it's open you up to a whole nother level of creativity, whether it's open you up to a whole new way to love a person, and now you start to see that love coming back. Just understand, man, it's going to be some nugget there for you, brothers. So, yeah, man, I just want to share that with y'all brothers, man, on this Saturday morning. Y'all brothers have a good one, man.